Okay, so today we'll see data pre-processing. What happened that whenever we apply any machine learning algorithm, we don't just directly take the data and feed into the algorithm, because there may be many problem with the data. First of all, data may be missing, it may be not in the proper format. Okay, many junks things may be there in the data. So it's like your petrol in your car. Okay, if you when you get the crude oil, if you don't filter it, clean it properly, you can't run your scooter or your bike. Okay, so that's why cleaning is very much required. So pre-processing refers to transformation before feeding to machine learning. Quality of data is important to train the model. So some of the sources are like many government databases you may get for different kind of data they provide, professional company. Also, there's a website called uh, something from K. If anyone remembers, so you will get a lot. I will tell you once it can come into my mind. Okay, so lot of data you will get there. They will provide their various kind of data set. For recently COVID-19 also they provided data set. So what happens that many company, they are having data, they just dump there and ask, they give their problem statement that if someone can solve the problem for them. So like that, you will get many practice data set from there. So whatever programming we will do today, the data set I will be using from there only. Anyone remember the name of the site? I totally
It's
forgot.
Kaggle.
Kaggle.
It's
Correct.
Kaggle.
Correct.
Kaggle,
Kaggle.
Kaggle.
Yeah, thanks. Yes, 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 correct. That is Kaggle. So data will never be in the format you need. Okay, so mostly we will be using pandas data frame. So those people who knows Python, they will understand that how good is this pandas. Almost in not only for machine learning, whatever development I do, everywhere I use pandas data frame. It's very good. So why columns to remove? So suppose what happens, sometimes some columns they may be empty, okay, or they may be duplicate. Duplicate in the sense that suppose uh, you are collecting the height of a person, okay, just for example, okay, and you are collecting height both in meter as well as centimeter. So you are having two different column. One tells the height of a person in meter, and another one tells in centimeter. So that is of no use, okay, because if this is just a conversion, so it's not like that you just convert to other unit and it will be, you can use it as a separate column and it will work. Okay, if you, if any data, you just understand, if two features which will goes like a track of a railway, right, side by side parallelly, it is of no use for the machine learning algorithm. In fact, it will decrease the efficiency of the machine learning algorithm. So that's why we will remove those kind of columns. That is also called as correlated column. Learning algorithm understand only number. Converting text image to number is required. So what happens, suppose for example, you are having a column of feature, okay, and if instead of number, if text message is there, okay, so what happened, machine learning algorithm will not understand the text, it needs number. So you need to convert that text into number. We'll see everything with the help of example only. Okay, unskilled and unstandardized data have might have unacceptable prediction. So what happened, suppose, as I said, height is there, right? Or just understand your professional data, okay? Like your number of years experience. So it will be in 2, 4, 10, or 15, or 20, or 25, like that, double digit only. But salary will be in 6 digit, 7 or 8 digit. So what happened if you see the between the, if you compare these two features, okay, you will see the difference is too much. On one side, your experience is in just 2-digit number. On the other side, salary is going into 6-digit, 8-digit, 10 digits. So that scaling problem happens. So for that, we standardize the data. So these are various types of data processing techniques. We'll go one by one, and side by side, I will show you the data also. So it will give you more clarity. Okay, so let me share other screen. You have any question till now? Okay, no question. So let's start from coding, because when I do the coding, I will show you the data set as well. So first of all, I will import the pandas std. Okay, now df equal to, I'm just importing a CSV. So Panda data frame is having a function called read CSV. Data pre-processing in data.csv. Let's try to import first and see. It is not having any problem. First time it takes a little bit of time. So if you see the star mark here, for those who are new to Jupyter, it means it is still executing. So don't try to touch key here and there, it will just hang. Okay, so now you see here some number, which means it has executed successfully. Okay, so now what we'll do, we'll try to print the data first. Okay, suppose I just printed this. So here you see this, we got how many feature? Feature is nothing but the column data, which or independent variable, right? So this is one is number of pregnancies. So this, first of all, about this data, this is PIMA data, like it's about diabetic patient data. Okay, so the right most column you see diabetes. Okay, so it says true, false, true, true, something like that. So it means that first you take the first row. It tells that the person is diabetic, which is having number of preg underscore preg is 6, glucose concentration is this, diastolic BP, thickness, insulin, BMI. So these are all almost like a medical terms. Some of them we understand, some of we may not understand. Okay, so age. Okay, what is the age? What is the skin? Okay, so these all are called features. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we are having 9 features, which are also called as independent variable, because they don't depend on any other thing. They are independent in themselves. Okay, the last one is called predictable or dependent variable, because this value depends on these features. Okay, any question on this? Anything?
No, Rishi.
Okay, so is it really so easy that there's no question from anyone? Okay, so we are having around 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 features and one dependent variable. Now anyone can tell me, just looking at the data, okay, what do you think? It's a regression problem or classification problem?
Classification.
Okay, anyone else? Don't tell the reason, just tell what you think. It's classification, or everyone just type on the screen. So it will serve the purpose of attendance as well. Everyone, what do you think? It's a classification. Don't think that other person has said classification, so it will be a classification problem. So what you feel, you just reply that. Okay. So we are having 4, 7, 8 answer only. Okay. So total, except me, around 18 people are there. Okay. I should have created a poll for this actually. It will be easy to know. Anyway, so I hope everyone typed. Now, anyone who think it's a regression problem, can you please tell me why you think it is a regression problem? It's good to discuss actually, because in the starting, the more you discuss, your concept will be clear. So,
Sorry, Rishiji, I have typed regression, but it's classification. Sorry.
okay,
No,
okay.
so
I can tell why it is classification.
No, no, no. First, I want to know why it is a regression problem.
Rishiji, I
Yeah,
put it regression. So if we go by column, so this number of pregnancy, so the number may vary. It's an integer. It may start from 0 and it can go to up to any number.
correct.
Same thing is glucose also. It has definitely it will have some range, but
Hmm.
in the, maybe 1 to some range. But between that range, it may be anything.
Okay,
Right. So in the similar manner for other components as well. So on that basis, I thought like it should be regression because
okay.
each column has
Range
multiple
of
values possible.
range of values, right?
Yes, yes.
So
Yes,
this
yes.
is, but Rishiji, if I remove diabetic last column, it
Hmm.
will be like regression only. But the last one dependent, because of that, I can say it is classification. So it's
Okay,
a value like true, false, or a certain boundary is there.
okay, ji. Correct. Anyone else? Let just a minute. Let me bring my graphics pen. Yeah. Anyone else? Why? Who thinks this is why it is a regression problem?
Rishiji, I think it depends on the data that you want to basically use, right?
Okay.
So in the CSV, you have a lot of data.
Hmm.
Now, whether you want to check the people who are diabetic or not, then it becomes a classification.
Hmm.
But if you want to check only, let's say, the glucose or the diastolic of people who have different age group, no, not age group, but ages from, let's say, 50 onwards, then it might become a regression, right? So
Hmm.
that is how I'm thinking.
Oh, interesting actually. Yes, yes, it's good. I got many things actually, and I didn't expect it. So that's good. First of all, what was the point? Features. Okay. Second was call features was enough. You can say okay. So I will say problem statement. What I want to do actually with the data. So that I didn't told actually. However, I explained a little bit about the data. Okay. So, okay. So first of all, I want to predict here whether a person is diabetic or not. Okay. So, however, when I said that these are from here till here, these are independent variable and this is dependent variable. So it's more like a technical terms, right? So when I said dependent variable is diabetes means I want to predict the diabetes. Okay. So the problem statement was clear, but yes, because it is just a second class, so it's not easy for anyone to just understand, okay, we are going to predict the diabetes here. Okay, so that's why I think many people got confused by looking at the feature number. Okay, so if you remember, we took the example of predicting the house price. Okay, I'm just going to the old example by looking at the feature. Sorry, Ji. Yes. Your voice is breaking. Sorry, who was that? Actually, I didn't get the question. Okay, I think it was accidental unmute. Okay, so I will just go back to the old example. So we are having one independent variable called area, like 1000 square feet. Okay, 2000 square feet, 3000 square feet. Okay, and then we were predicting the price like 10 lakh, 20 lakh. So here, if you see the area, actually this is regression. Anyone remember what example I took for classification? Last class?
Classification, you have taken the example of this spam classification. Some messages are spam
Right.
or not.
Right. Anything else apart from spam in which I took number also?
Yeah,
Diabetic only I took the example, but I didn't show you the graph. Okay. Okay, fine. So what happened? I will. This will not be good if I show the regression problem. So what happened? Your problem get decided whether it's a classification on regression or depending on the dependent variable. Okay, so here your dependent variable diabetes. Okay, your what to say goal is to find or predict whether a person will be diabetic or not based on these features. Okay, so now the question may arise, people will say, why you want to predict when you already know whether they are diabetic or not? Anyone have this question? Please raise the hand. Anyone think that why we want to predict whether a person is diabetic or not when we already know? I am just printing the head 10 readings. Okay, so it is pretty long list. So everyone is clear here. Okay, so what happens? You decide based on your last column or dependent variable whether a problem is classification or regression. Okay, so definitely then features which you get in other column, that will be a range or categorization, that doesn't matter actually. Okay, so if whatever is the independent variable, whatever kind of number, that has nothing to do with classification or regression. Okay, only the dependent variable, based on dependent variable or what you want to predict, that defines a problem whether it's a classification or regression problem. Is it clear to everyone? To everyone. So many people who said regression problem, or I will start calling the name because I have the chat history now.
Yeah, Rishiji, things are clear now. So it's based on the problem statement, not the data which is supporting that problem. Means the outcome.
Yes. So yeah. So here problem is to find the diabetes, and
Yes.
diabetes is your dependent variable. Everyone understand this dependent and independent variable? Feature. What is feature? everyone, because this is the basic. I will keep using that word, and if you have even minor confusion, whatever I will tell you now, it will be of not much use for you. So if anyone
So
is,
Rishi,
yes, tell me.
yeah, last time you have mentioned this inputs are considered as the features.
Yes, correct. So here your inputs are this number of pregnancies till skin, right?
Hmm.
Your diabetes is not an input. Remember, input is your independent variable from number of pregnancies to skin, and output is diabetic. You remember this one? Input, output, and then we try to develop a logic. So here input is your features, okay, and output is your diabetes column, okay. Now based on this data input and output, you are going to develop a mathematical model which will explain or which will help you to in future when you get the data here, okay, and this column will be blank for you. At that time you need to predict based on this feature, input feature, that what will be the diabetes when you get the logic after training your machine learning algorithm. Is this is clear?
So Rishi ji, here it means that problem is of type classification or regression depends on the dependent variable, right?
Yes, correct. Dependent variable. What I want to find out and whatever I am trying to find out, how it will turn out. Like here, I am trying to find out whether a person is diabetic or not. So here it is yes or no, only two category. So it is a classification problem, right? If I remove this column diabetes and just say predict the A, okay, no, that is not, suppose, uh, yeah, if I remove this column, okay, this also, and last column is this. Now I'm saying predict the age of the person based on feature here till here. Then it will become a regression problem because here you see many values. Okay. I hope now this is clear to everyone.
Yes, Rishi.
Yeah, please don't shy. Okay. Because I see 20-25 people are here, but question very less people are asking. Okay. Now,
Okay,
okay, so we printed the data now. Now what we'll do, we'll check for null values. So what happened? There may be a possibility that here we cannot see any null value, but suppose what happened? Suppose here uh, this value is not there. It will be blank like this. So what will happen? It will create a problem when you feed into the machine learning model. It will give error. So you check your data whether is there any kind of null value. So for that, the command is df dot. This is pandas feature. Okay. When you got all the data in your panda data frame. In fact, first I will show you how to print whole maybe. Here you see we are having 0 to starting to 767 means total 768 rows and 10 columns. Okay. Now in 10 columns, one is your dependent variables, and so rest of the 9 is your independent variable. Okay. Now you can use by pandas inbuilt function is null dot value dot any and just execute this. You will say the output is false, means no values is missing. There's no null value in this whole data. So our data from the point of view of null value is fine. Okay. Now any question on this? We'll move to next property.
No, Rishi.
Okay. Correlated feature check. Sometimes two features that are meant to measure different characteristics of a model are influenced by common mechanism and they move together, right? So how to handle correlation? One is remove one of the feature, other one is apply principal component analysis. Okay, so this I explained. When you are having two features which move side by side, for example, height is mentioned in meter as well as centimeter. That is a very short example where you know, okay, height has been given in different unit. So this is a correlated, I can remove it. But there may be a possibility like your diabetic data, right? You are having so many data. There may be possibility that two features are highly correlated, like uh, suppose your skin and age. Okay, so some skin thickness is given, just for example. As the age is increasing, your skin some value keep on increasing, so it means that both are going into the same direction. So we don't need one feature. We can remove one feature. And second is apply principal component analysis. So we'll understand this when we come to this topic. We will go to in the after couple of classes. So it will be very early to discuss this. Okay, so we'll understand with the data directly. We'll draw the graph and understand how to find out the correlation between two features. Okay, so I will write a function. Okay, so like define plot correlation your data frame and size of your data frame. So here the size is 10. Okay. Now what happened? Okay, we are having one index column also. So we'll see that. So again, data frame is having a function, core function. So we just df.core. Okay. Now here there's a library called import matplotlib library. I think those people who knows Python, matplot. This is to draw the graph. Dot plot. Okay, SPLT. We just import this, and after that we'll write our function. So figure and then AF equal to PLT dot subplots. Actually, I should have used the spider. It will be easy to show you the function also. Equal to. These are syntax. Okay, so don't worry about it. Figure size means the chart which I want to prepare graph. Okay, so it will be size means I want to draw it on both the axes, x and y both. So that I will show you once this is completed. Core dot columns. Okay. Subplot figure size. Okay, there's a mistake here. Now ax dot match show core, and then plot for each x-axis and y-axis how you want to take it. So range in the length of the column. So correlation. So correlation will tell you in the number actually. So just range. Same thing we want for y. Y ticks. Okay. Now here for plot underscore for df. Let's see it executes. Okay. Okay, so it executed properly, but yeah. So what I have done here, let me little bit adjust the screen. Here, correlation df.core, it generates the correlation number. So that also I will show you how you can directly do that. Core, okay. See this. When you run it, this is the property of data frame. It will show you the correlation number for everything. So first, before going to graph, just understand from this table what is happening here. Okay. So this table diagonally. So x-axis, I mean y-axis and x-axis, I am at each number. Okay. Now what happens when you see this first feature? Okay. Here also this is the same feature. So definitely if you compare the same feature, their correlation is 1, means both are correlated because they are same. So for on all the diagonal, you will get 1 value, means each on the diagonal, each feature is getting compared with itself. That's why it is 1. Now you check this value. What is happening? Glucose underscore concentration is getting compared with number underscore pregnancy. So here it is coming 0.12945 something. So this is the correlation between them, means out of one value, this is only 12% correlated. Okay, so suppose if height is there, again I'm giving the same example in meter. Okay, 1 meter. So how many centimeter? 100 centimeter. 2 meter, 200 centimeters. So you are having this correlation, height in meter and height in centimeter. So what is happening? From 1 to 2, when the value is getting doubled, your here also value is getting doubled. That's how it finds the correlation. When it is going from one value to other value, it is increasing or decreasing. Same way, the other value, how much it is increasing or decreasing. So that's how it tries to find out the correlation between two values, two features. So this is what you see in this tabular format. So coming back to the graph, when you draw the heat map here, okay, so you can see the diagonal values are showing in yellow. Okay, now here, okay, we are having only 1 minute left. Okay, any question on this? I will explain you the graph. Everyone got the meaning of correlation? What is correlation? Everyone? Okay, so those people who join, I think 1 or 2 people joined late. If you're not typed anything on the chat, please type now, because I will restart the session.
Yeah, hi Rishiji.
Ah.
I got disconnected between the session for 5 minutes because of internet issue.
No problem. Then it's fine. If you have not typed on the session, this chat window, just type once. Otherwise, it's fine.
Yeah, I typed, I joined, I discussed also, but
Okay.
in between I got disconnected.
No problem. Okay, no problem. So I'm just restarting the session. Please join. Okay, rejoin.
Sure.